Three, two, one. Is this thing on? Hi, everybody. It's Kat here. Day 2 for the Masterpiece Message Challenge. Day 1 was very exciting. Thank you for your comments and viewing it. Today is letting everybody know what are 3 unique things about myself and how it fits in to my value as a human being and what I value and what I believe. This is a little bit of a copycat because this morning I watched the video and I said, I gotta get me a red hat. And to tell a story of how I got this red hat is I walked into work today and there were clearance. This was in the clearance. And I said, oh my goodness, this is the red hat. But I wasn't sure because I don't know where I'm gonna wear it, or I have a lot of hats. I really do. So I had tried it on again, and 3 people had walked into the store, and I just stopped, and I stopped for 1 second, and before I spoke to him, I had this feeling, I don't know, it was just the thought, something I'm honing into right now, and I just talked to him for a little bit, and I wanted to find out what he was looking for, and we made a connection. I was just like, hey, it's really nice. It's like more than I do with everybody that I see. I try to do that. Fast forward a couple minutes, he asked me a question, and we're looking for something, and I had just happened to mention for some reason Bob Marley, and he casually said, well, do you know him? Do you like him? And I said, well, yes, I very much like Bob Marley. I love what he represents. I also love the words from the song, and as a person who always pays attention to messages from the universe, some of the things have been going on in my life have been a little bit overwhelming, and when I stop and think about it and listen to what the universe has to say, generally I hear the song 3 Little Birds. Don't worry about a thing, every little thing's going to be all right. Yes? And when I am thinking about such a situation, it has turned out to be all right. He goes, well, let me tell you, I am the manager for the Wailers. Bob Marley and the Wailers, from way back in the day, from when Bob Marley was still with us, until now. And they are actually getting ready to do a large United States tour, going to a lot of different venues throughout the United States. And he says, they're going to be playing Miami Beach. And I said, oh, I didn't know. He says, listen, I'm going to set you up. I says, I'm just going to put your name on the list, and you can go to the beach, and we can watch fireworks, and you can watch the Wailers, and you can just be my guest. And I was like, wow, what are the odds that I stopped and talked to this guy, and then, this is with my red hat, because he liked my red hat. He's like, oh, I got a cowgirl here, right? And I was like, well, now I have to buy the hat, because I liked it, and now someone else has affirmed that the hat looks good. So, what are the odds? And that is part of one of my greatest attributes, is that I can read people, sometimes through my empathy and the feelings I get off of people, but many times just by having a real conversation with them and trying to get to know them. It fits in very well with who I am because I've been around the block for a while, which is part of my second attribute is I have some sense. Not to say that younger people don't have sense, but we have a little bit more experience through the life that we've led. And I work with 23, 24-year-olds primarily. So I'm also young at heart. I have the capability of being able to, I guess from my empathy, I have the ability to be able to just know the person on a deeper level because of how I stand, like from coming up from the 60s to 2017. It's been crazy, right? So I have I have an open mind. That's a huge, huge a gift to me, as being able to relate to a lot of different people and be open and real with them, which is one of my values, is I'm a very real person, like WYSIWYG. What you see is what you get for the most part. I wear my heart on my sleeve, and when I get mad, sometimes I do not have the best poker face, and it's mostly because I care so much. And that's in alignment with my values, is this true, deep, meaningful relationship with people. I try to, what I do within my personal life and my business is with the jewelry, it's planting a seed, watering it, for more personal, in-depth mental growth. And this connection that I have with people, it helps because I see people who they want to be seen as their greatest achievements in their life. Maybe not where they are right now, but where they want to be. And I can feel what they want, and I can see them in that role. And I feel that people really earnestly understand that I am that kind of person. And the third attribute that I have is this unique, this is very revealing for me, is the ability for me to be able to process pain. Pain in the form of physical pain, pain in the form of mental, emotional anguish. I often spend time trying to hide from it, and it just did not work out. And so when I embraced it, not to wallow in it, it's totally different. You don't want to wallow in it because then you get stuck into the negative things, which we were talking about yesterday, and then you have 100 million things. You think about the joy. But you accept it and you feel it. You feel it. You don't deny it. Like you're crazy. Like, oh, it shouldn't be happening. I'm weak. Any of the things that trigger in your brain when you're feeling emotional, like, oh, this shouldn't be happening if I hadn't done this, that, or the other. Don't sweat it. Bring it in. Bring it in. Breathe in. Breathe in the pain. Bring in more pain. Bring it in and then let it out. Let it out. Breathe it out. Scream it out. Just get it out. But feel it. Feel it and grow from it. It's a super powerful message. It's a super powerful thing to be able to do. And that is one of my greatest attributes. So the three things here that I have the ability to do is to be able to read people, to get to know them. I also have a perspective of many different age groups and likes and dislikes and social ways. And it's really been amazing working in retail, all the people that I get to meet. And then the third thing is this acceptance of pain. And with the values of who I am and what I stand for, it works really nice. I feel to just be a nice person. I'm not mean. Sometimes I go out of my way to people we greet people at the door, and when people don't say hello to me, what I try to do is I test and see what I can do to connect with them. And I generally do connect with them. So this makes me a very unique person for being able to promote and transform personal change within people, yourself, your life. It's not coming from me. I can tell you 100 million things about yourself, all to be true. But what I do, my thing is the core is you see that I see who you are. I believe in you, and it's not disingenuous. It's very real. And this is how I help myself and other people. I hope you enjoyed this video. Next up is the three things that I'm going to do for my global vision. As you can see, this is my madness studio where it all happens. Every day I've been trying to show you a little piece of who I am. This is more of my metaphysical side today. Mermaids, my goddess Kali, my altar, the K in the background with some green. And I can't not have the Super 8 mystic ball and some salt lamps. This is your hippie child here, cat out. Thank you for everything. Much love.